This is a quick video just to address the previous video I did where I was talking about the definitions of words, and I gave a short list of words I think that people struggle with in terms of finding any real meaning in them, or defining them at least. And it was global warming, evolution, fake news, terrorism, free speech, alt-right, liberal. So I just want to say, because I was kind of, I've been criticized, I think, for being too short on my videos. So I say these big things and then I don't really give a lot of insight. But just to follow up with that previous video, I just want to say that global warming and evolution and all these words that we bring up, it's not just defining them in terms of what exactly they are. I'm talking about a complete dismantling of them. So you take a word like, you may have figured this out already, but you take a word like global warming. What we're fighting with is not really even a definition, like I said in my previous video. What we're fighting with is basically whether this is happening or not. So there's people who say that it's simply just not happening, and then there's people who try to define what global warming is and the way in which it happens. Same with terrorism, right? You think about something like radical Islamic terrorism. We're trying to define things where the polar opposites are being spouted. Like basically, it has nothing to do with Islam, and then on the other hand, it has, Islam has everything to do with it. So that's the kind of defining I'm talking about that goes on when we have these conversations. It's not really figuring out the nuances of it. It's just basically polar opposites of what we're defining. What we're defining, again, they're just polarized, and it's just very difficult to have conversations when the opposite sides have these extreme viewpoints. So that's all I meant. This is going to be another short video, but that's what I meant. I understand that definition is part of the conversation, but I don't think it's, maybe I have to define, but I think maybe we're not even trying, some people anyway aren't even trying to define these things. They're just polarized on it, like on either side, and there's no in between, and etc., etc. So that's all I wanted to say. Bye.